The Boys Show is a great exploration of the spectrum of narcissism. Of course, this demonstrates probably or expresses probably just as much prevalence in the females as it is the males. But in this case and in this study, this is a good spectrum breakdown. So you have Homelander being the most overt about it, right? So his um, narcissism is the most obvious to catch, um, and this is like overt atypical narcissism, and we can call it the lesser overt narc. But you'll have a spectrum, so you'll see that they're motivated by similar type of drives, although the CEO's character is not as obvious, and I don't know that we could even give him an official diagnosis to say, like, formally come to a conclusion. I think the Deep is obviously a good example of a mid-range covert narcissist. Um, but again, the reason we put the CEO in is because the greater narcissists are not obvious. These are the people that do become CEOs. They become presidents, politicians, etc. It's very subtle how they draw their motivational framework, and the sophistication of their designs is quite elaborate. At the end of the day, it is drive to control other people as a means of personal stability and personal esteem, so superiority as well. So stability, superiority, and controlling of other people are all the common elements. Homelander does it physically, right? The CEO does it with his mind. Homelander cannot delay gratification, right? He wants that immediate praise, prefers to be loved, will accept being feared, but needs it right away. The greater can delay his need, provided that he actually is a narcissist. Again, it's unclear from the show, in my perspective. But but the thing about graders is they can delay their need for uh, fuel, right? Their need for praise or emotional output. Um, they can significantly delay it. Homelander cannot. Thus the lesser, thus the overt. The mid range and the greater narcs see the value in hiding their core drives, right? They see that being overt with it can actually inhibit their capacity to fulfill their sense of craving for control as a means of stability and superiority. Mid-range narcissist does not, neither of these two know what they are, right? The greater knows what they is, knows what he is. So these are unconscious narcissists. They don't know why they are obsessed with control. They just are obsessed with it, right? The mid range thinks he's a good person, thinks earnestly he's doing, good for the world, and and it's just less obvious than Homelander. So and his portrayal is almost comical. There are very very subtle examples of a mid range um, type A or anodyne, as H.T. Tudor classifies. But the mid range covert narc, less obvious. But if you watch the show, same drives as Homelander, right? He's motivated by the same um, ends, but again, he's not as overt with it. There's things like pity plays and manipulative games that they play, but not on the level of the CEO, right? But still, obviously vain, not obviously vain, could be vain. But this is the spectrum of narcissism. And again, I don't think modern psychology has grasped that, and how prevalent it is, how the multiplicity of expression, and how it's expressed almost equally in each sex, um, and in different ways. So, just wanted to give you an example of that full spectrum, so you can kind of see it more in day to day life. Thanks for watching.